This is the Thank You Mind practice. Begin by finding a comfortable seated position. Ground into the sit bones, straightening the spine, shoulders back and down away from the ears, lengthening through the back of the neck and up through the crown of the head. Sitting tall, yet relaxed, watching the breath. This time is for you. Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. Just relax into the present moment, watching the breath. Noticing where you are and remembering why you are here. Connecting with your intention, what it is that you want, and why you are doing this mindfulness practice. Taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for your commitment and making time for this practice. Becoming aware of sensations in the feet, making contact with the floor. Noticing sensations where the body is making contact with the chair, the legs, hips, buttocks, and the back supported by the back of the chair. Noticing the placement of arms and hands. Palms up, palms down, clasped, cupped. Any position is fine. Just noticing what you've chosen. Relaxing the shoulders, the neck and throat, softening the jaw, releasing the back teeth, relaxing the tongue inside the mouth, softening every little muscle of the face, the nose, cheeks, eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eye sockets. Relaxing the forehead, temples, back of the head, and the entire skull. Focusing attention on the breath. Noticing in-breaths and noticing out-breaths. Noticing in-breaths and noticing out-breaths. Noticing the gentle rising and falling of the body with each breath. Rising and falling. Rising and falling. Like waves of the ocean, rise and fall. Continuing to keep the attention focused on the breath. Whenever you notice the mind has wandered, notice what you were thinking about, let it go, and return attention to the breath. This will happen over and over and over again. The noticing of the wandering mind and returning attention to the breath is the practice. Each time you notice the mind has wandered, this is a mindful moment, a moment of observing where the mind went and having the opportunity to make a choice where to focus, bringing attention back to the breath. If you notice your mind really struggling for dominance, try directing some very gentle, compassionate, loving attention towards your thinking. Send it some truly appreciative thanks for working so hard. Feeling, if you can, the awe, wonder, and reverence the mind deserves for all it can do. It's really pretty amazing. Have compassion for all the ways your mind twists itself into tangles, how it gets confused, and how it can get pretty miserable all on its own. Have sympathy for how hard it is on itself, how impatient it gets with uncertainty or not knowing. Have compassion for how upset your mind gets when it thinks it's missed something or made the wrong decision. Try to be compassionate when your mind thinks there is only one right decision. And if it could only think hard enough, it could find the answer. Give your mind permission not to work so hard. Relieve it from having to be in charge of everything all the time. Tell your mind it no longer is being asked to figure things out that are not amenable to being figured out. You are not going to distribute the tasks of living only to the mind, but more equally to all the parts of your being. Kindly and gently let your mind know that it is being invited to take a break from time to time and that it can rest. Give it a more realistic expectation, such as, mind, I expect you to offer your input as one of many sources of information I have. Take a load off, mind. Now sit and breathe for several moments, letting the mind do exactly what it does, whether it is relatively silent or chattering like a monkey. Let your body and sensations be exactly as they are. Let your feelings and emotions be exactly as they are. Be still. Be. And now very slowly and gently begin to bring gentle movement into the fingers and toes. Slowly rotating wrists and ankles one way and then the other way. Stretching arms and stretching legs. Turning the head to one side and then back to center. Turning the head to the other side and back to center. Maybe twisting the body in both directions, maybe bending. See what feels good to you and do that. And when you feel ready, bring your attention back to the room and open your eyes.